Good morning and happy Halloween. So I already recorded this, but I had to go and delete some stuff on my phone to make room, and I accidentally deleted it. So yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I did a little experiment this morning, and I'm gonna try to insert a little picture so that way it'll explain everything. When you take the Offergel shot, it's called a trigger shot. When you take the Offergel shot and you take a pregnancy test before the 14 days, it'll come up positive. From what I've read and heard through people who have experienced this, if you take the test prematurely, it'll come up positive. It's a trigger shot. It doesn't mean you're pregnant. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean you're pregnant. I took the Offergel shot 4 days ago, so I'm sure, as everybody knows, there's absolutely no way of finding out via pregnancy test, or even, I don't even know if medically you can find out that you're pregnant. Like, there's no way a pregnancy test, like, there's no way that there's that much HCG in your system for you to find out. No way. So going in, I knew it's not reflecting the truth. So this morning I was laying in bed talking to my friend who literally just got done doing her IUI, just trying to keep her company, because you have to wait, you have to lay there and wait for a while. So just trying to keep her company. And I was thinking, I was like, dude, I should totally take a pregnancy test, because I had one lying around. When you're taking fertility medications, your reproductive endocrinologist will suggest you take a pregnancy test before taking any of the medications, just in case, because you never know. It's happened before. People try to go through fertility medications and things like that, but then find out they're pregnant before they even reach that goal. So we're trying to avoid harming the child if I were pregnant before I had to take the test. Before I had to take the meds. But anyway, so I had one lying around it was like a $, like a dollar store cheap one or whatever. I had one laying around the house, so I took it, and it came up positive. It's so funny because like I said, I've read for years that don't take a pregnancy test after you take your Offergel, because it'll come up positive, and then it'll break your heart if you find out afterwards that you're actually really not. Don't do it. My friend took one not even knowing. She didn't know, because no one told her, hey, don't take a pregnancy test because it's going to come up positive. So she took one and it came up positive, so she had to experience all of that. But so she told me, she said, do not take the pregnancy test because you're going to think you're pregnant. But so yeah, it worked. I really am gonna try to insert a picture. Probably right now. Hopefully you could see that. If not, I'm still working on it, okay? I'm still working on it. Anyways, so, yeah. So I guess I should tell you some of the symptoms from the Offergel. Cramping. Bad cramping. Yeah. I don't know if it like affects my endo or something. I don't know. I don't even know. I didn't even Google it, but I don't think it has anything to do with my endo, because my friend, the one I was talking about earlier, she said that she cramped really bad with Offergel too. Now, I will say that the side effects compared to Femara is 100% like completely different. Offergel is worse side effect wise than Femara is. Femara, aside from the hot flashes, didn't even feel like I was on anything. Like Offergel, like I said, I've been having like really bad cramps, and but other than that though, like there's really nothing else. I've probably been a little cranky, but that's probably because of the cramps. It was sore the next day, but I didn't notice it until later in the day, and it was only because like I bumped my belly on the desk at work, and I was like, oh crap, it's a little sore. But other than that, like, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt at all. I realized that in the last video I didn't talk about the shot as much as I should have, really. But no, it didn't hurt. It was more all psychological, really. I mean, I was nervous. I was so nervous. And even my friend, who this month was her second time taking the Avadril, and I had to give her shot yesterday, or I mean, was it yesterday? No, Thursday, the 28th. I had to give it to her that day, or the 29th, whatever. I had to give it to her that day. So this was her second time, and she was still nervous. It's nerve-wracking, you know. It's different when a doctor gives you a shot and you have to give it to yourself, or have someone that you know and who's not a nurse, who's not in the medical field, give it to you. You know, it's, I don't know. It's a lot different. So, I mean, I can understand why she was nervous. I was nervous because I was giving myself a shot, and you know, this is very important to me, so like I didn't want to mess up. You know, I didn't want to I didn't want to be the reason why it didn't work. But I did take an ovulation test, I think the day after, or maybe like 2 days after. I can't, fudge. Oh, I guess that's another side effect, by the way, being very forgetful. But see, I already lost my train of thought. Okay, now I remember. I don't want to be the reason why it didn't work, but anyway, I did take an ovulation test, and it worked. I did it. Whoop whoop. Celebration time. Celebration time. Okay, that's enough. No, it did work. So yay. What else? Other than that, I think that's it. I think that's it about the whole Avadril shot. I'm just waiting, patiently waiting. I'm pretty sure I have 10 days left of waiting. And if you're watching this video and you're trying, and you've been trying for a while, even if you've been trying for a couple of months, you know this is the worst part of it all. The waiting game. Waiting to see if you're pregnant or not. Having to take a little bit more precautions, you know. Some people might not believe in, oh, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to do all that, but like I was talking to my friend, unfortunately we have to take every precaution, because we don't have room for error. We don't have room to take chances. We don't have, the risk isn't, you know, how does that saying go? The risk is not worth the reward. So trying to cut back on caffeine, trying to, you know, not grab the bag of chips when you want to, make healthier choices, things like that. Just stuff that, you know, really stuff that pregnant women should be doing is pretty much what we are trying to do, because like I said, we're trying to make sure that we're hitting all the stops. You know, I can't afford to take any chances, so yeah. So last thing, and then I'll end the video. I just wanted to go over my measurements with you guys for this month. So it looks like, okay, I only had one mature follicle this month. An optimal follicle size is 18, and I had on my right ovary, I had 19, 12, 11, and 10. On my left ovary, I had 7, 5, and 4, and my uterine lining was at 6 millimeters. Now, with that being said, hopefully this one follicle takes. All you need is one, ladies. So hopefully with those measurements, that one follicle and the size of the lining of my uterus is okay. With all of that, hopefully this month takes. Hopefully it does.